Hey y'all, welcome to It's More Than Just Hair. My name is Tammy Ariola, if you did not already know, and I'm on here to talk about my salon journey. Okay, so basically just different stories, events, situations that happen throughout my career of doing hair. I'm still a hairstylist, a natural hairstylist in McDonough, Georgia at the Village Salon. And yes, so basically what I'm doing is I'm speaking on some situations, things that I've learned from people, whether it be good or not so good, but things I've taken into my own business. Also, some moments where people treated me a certain kind of way. At the time, it upset me, frustrated me, but now through all my healing and everything, I can look back, observe it, and say, okay, with that emotion that they had, or the way they were acting, now I can put a healing formula to it, okay? And understand where that emotion or where that that feeling or way about them came from. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. All right. Now, this first story that I want to talk about is actually more so like a business, what do you call it? A business gem or something to make you aware, basically aware. If you are a hairstylist looking to own a salon, or if you are, already in business and you're trying to figure out a way to leverage or what ways you can bring in extra income. So this is what I experienced when I first got into the salon. All right, so I was an assistant, and this was probably in 2007, something like that, 2007. And anyways, I worked at a salon and I was having a conversation with the owner. Now, I don't know why, maybe because I was a little older, she felt comfortable, discussing this with me. But I hadn't had any experience yet as far as being a, salon owner. But she was telling me how she was breaking even every year. So for the past 4 years, she was saying every year her income was even. She wasn't scaling. And I was even at that time, I was just like, huh? Like, why not? That doesn't make sense. I was just like, because I'm thinking if you get into business, you're getting into it so that you can increase, right? And so what I realized was the reason why is because one reason is because all of her stylists were booth renters. Okay, so that means it's a set rate each week. That's what they pay. Boom. Now, it's really good for a stylist who has an established clientele, where they can pay just that one set fee a week. But on the owner's end, now, let's just say $1,000, because that's easy. If you have stylists who earn $1,000 a week, right? And let's just say it's a 60-40 split, and the stylist, they receive the 60%. So you're getting 40%, which is $400 a week. Now, most booth rentals, depending on the salon, but they can range anywhere from $150 to maybe $250. So let's just say at the max, you're getting $250 from all. Let's just say you got 4 stylists. You're getting $250 from the stylist. So now that's giving you $1,000 a week. Compared to having 4 stylists and getting $400 from each stylist, now you're earning $1,600. So the more they make, the more you make, right? If they're a commissioned stylist. But if they're just a booth renter, then you're going to have a set fee. So that was one reason why she wasn't able to see an increase. Also, with being an owner, if you are doing commission stylists, you should be responsible for bringing in the clientele. Now, it's up to the stylist, though, to be able to retain that clientele and to get referrals. Okay, so getting word of mouth. And so it allows everyone to win, pretty much. All right. So that's one of the lessons that I learned in the hair industry for myself. When I started hiring, I did commission based only, and I had a double suite. So I would only have one stylist working with me, and then I would have an assistant, which would get paid hourly or by the per head they would shampoo for me. But yeah, I would say go with commission or before I go, I got to say two things about that. You can do a split. So if you do have a full traditional salon, you could do a split. You could do, maybe a few chairs commission and a few chairs booth rent. So that can work for you. But also I wanted to point this out too. I noticed that the booth rental setup is usually more prominent in the black hair salons. Okay, so yeah, the black hair salons, I don't know why we choose to do that. I don't know if it's because it's less responsibility. I'm gonna say maybe that's what it is. But you can have your commission stylists be contractors too, if you're not trying to handle all that paperwork and everything. But yeah, so it's just something to think about if you're looking to go into the salon business, or if you are already in it and you're trying to decide like what other ways can I leverage in my business. All right, so let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. Love y'all. Hetep.